Saturday AI Stories. This story is a work of AI fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this story are fictitious and do not portray actual people or events. The Midnight Runners of Delaware County. Somewhere on North Black Cemetery Road, with the vast, empty spaces that surround it, there was a beacon for the adventurous and the restless. It was here, under the cloak of night, that the Midnight Runners found their sanctuary, a group of drag racing enthusiasts who lived for the thrill of speed and the roar of engines under starlit skies. Among them was Jake "Rev" Harrison, a local mechanic with a talent for coaxing extraordinary power out of ordinary engines. His ride, a heavily modified '69 Mustang that gleamed black and roared like a beast unleashed, was both feared and revered on the Strip. For Jake, drag racing wasn't just a pastime, it was a way to honor his late father, a renowned racer in his own right, who had taught Jake everything he knew before a tragic accident claimed his life on that very asphalt. The races were held in secrecy, away from the prying eyes of the law and the judgment of folks down by the river. The participants were a tight-knit community, bound by a shared love for speed and the unwritten rules of the night. They came from all walks of life: blue-collar workers, college students, businessmen, but on the Strip, they were equals, warriors of the night racing against time itself. It was on one such night, as the summer air hung heavy and the stars blinked lazily in the inky sky, that a new challenger arrived. A sleek, cherry-red Corvette, driven by a newcomer to Delaware County, Mia "Nitro" Vargas. Mia was a seasoned racer from the West Coast, her reputation preceded by whispers of races won by impossible margins and engines that burned like the heart of a star. She was looking for a new challenge, and the Midnight Runners of Delaware County had caught her eye. The news of Mia's arrival spread like wildfire among the racers, igniting a mix of excitement and apprehension. Jake watched from a distance as Mia inspected her car, her confidence and ease around the powerful machine sparking a curiosity within him. It wasn't just her reputation that intrigued him, it was the way she seemed to command respect, not just from her car, but from the night itself. The race was set. Jake and Mia, Mustang against Corvette, experience against reputation, each with something to prove. The crowd that had gathered was electric with anticipation, the air thick with the scent of gasoline and ambition. As they lined up at the makeshift starting line, marked by the glow of portable lights, Jake looked over at Mia. Their eyes met, a silent acknowledgement of the challenge that lay ahead. The world shrank to the sound of revving engines and the stretch of road that lay before them. When the signal came, a simple drop of a hand, time seemed to slow. The two cars leaped forward, a thunderous roar filling the night as they raced down the runway, shadows merging with light. The race was a blur of speed and sound, Jake's Mustang and Mia's Corvette neck and neck, pushing the limits of what seemed possible. In those moments, there was no past or future, only the raw, exhilarating present. As they neared the finish line, it was impossible to tell who was in the lead. Then, in a final surge of power, the Mustang pulled ahead, crossing the finish line a mere heartbeat before the Corvette. The crowd erupted into cheers and applause, the victory celebrated with an outpouring of camaraderie and respect. For Jake, the win was bittersweet. As he and Mia slowed to a stop, the adrenaline fading from his veins, he felt a profound sense of connection to the past, to the father who had once raced on this very asphalt. It was a reminder that in the world of drag racing, every victory was a tribute to those who had laid the groundwork and who had dared to dream of speed and freedom under the vast Indiana sky. Mia approached, a smile playing on her lips. "You're good," she said, extending her hand. "But next time, I won't go easy on you." Jake took her hand, the bond of mutual respect sealed. Next time, he agreed, already looking forward to the challenge. As the night gave way to the first light of dawn, the Midnight Runners dispersed, the echoes of their engines a fading whisper against the rising day. But for Jake and Mia, the race had sparked a rivalry that would become legend, a testament to the spirit of competition and the unbreakable bonds forged at full throttle under the Indiana night sky. The end.